In a special gesture, fighter planes from Saudi Arabia escort Prime Minister Narendra Modi's plane as it entered Saudi airspace to Jeddah. So those are the visuals that you can see on your screens, viewers. That's the fighter planes. Those are the ones that are escorting Prime Minister Modi while he's entering the Saudi airspace, and he's set to visit Jeddah. And this visit comes after an Indian leader has visited Jeddah after 4 decades. It's a commercial hub in Saudi Arabia, and this visit plays a crucial role in terms of the key deals that are expected to be signed. At least 6 deals are expected to be signed, and the focus is obviously on defense, trade and other deals concerning energy collaborations and other areas. So obviously these are the visuals that are coming in. PM Modi had departed from Delhi and set to visit Saudi Arabia shortly. That's the visual when we're talking about his departing visuals. That's him, and he's set to visit Saudi Arabia shortly, and he has been escorted by fighter planes while he was entering Saudi airspace. So those are the latest visuals that are coming in. Moving on to some other news coming in. All right, viewers, when we are talking about Prime Minister Modi's visit to Saudi Arabia, it's a very crucial visit. We have seen when we're drawing parallel, JD Vance is currently in India, but Prime Minister Modi is in Saudi Arabia. It's a very important visit. Key focus is on defense, trade sector, other sectors as well, and Prime Minister Modi was invited by Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, the kingdom, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. He invited Prime Minister Modi, and this visit, especially to the commercial hub of Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, this comes after 4 decades. An Indian leader has visited Jeddah, and the visit is jam-packed. He's also set to interact with the Indian diaspora in Saudi Arabia. He'll be addressing the Indian diaspora and interacting with the people there, and he's also set to interact with several key leaders over there, and he will hold bilateral ties with the Crown Prince and the Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, the Crown Prince Salman. And as you can see, those are the visuals of the fighter planes. This is a very special gesture that has been extended by Saudi Arabia, where Saudi jets are escorting Prime Minister Modi. He's currently in Saudi airspace. He's set to land in Saudi Arabia shortly, and we have seen that Prime Minister Modi, in his departing statement, he stated that he looks forward to the visit, and he also talked about how this visit will enhance the strategic partnership between India and Saudi Arabia. So when we know those visuals that you can see on your screens, that's a special gesture for Prime Minister Modi in Jeddah. He is set to arrive in Jeddah shortly, and Prime Minister Modi's mega Saudi Arabia visit is jam-packed. He's going to be there are several key agreements that will be signed between the two nations. So there's at least 6 agreements that are on the cards. That's what we are getting to know. And we have seen that Saudi and India share a very important relationship, and in terms of trade and energy collaboration. So obviously this visit plays a very important role. It's a landmark visit of Prime Minister Modi in Saudi Arabia. It's a day 2 of the visit of Prime Minister Modi in Saudi Arabia, and Saudi jets are escorting Prime Minister Modi. When we're talking about currently him being in the Saudi airspace, this is a very special gesture that has been extended by the Saudi Arabia government. And obviously there's a key focus areas. We've earlier talked about this. Prime Minister Modi gave a very special interview to the media outlet Arab News, where he talked about how he thinks that this visit is really important, and there was discussion about the energy collaboration and a lot of key discussions on the discussions of agreement and key MOUs that will be signed as well. We have with us my colleague Asavri Jindal joining us on the telecast. Asavri, what exactly are the details that are coming in? Now we're seeing a very special gesture that has been given and extended by Saudi Arabia, those fighter planes that are escorting Prime Minister Modi in the Saudi Arabia airspace.
Absolutely, Riyaz. Of course, what we are looking at right now on the screen is a very special gesture that has been put together by Saudi Arabia. There are fighter planes from Saudi Arabia that are escorting the Prime Minister as his plane heads towards Jeddah. Of course, this is his third visit to Saudi Arabia, but it makes it rather special considering the fact that it's the first time in 40 years that an Indian leader is going to be arriving in Jeddah, which is the commercial hub. Now, of course, this means that the Prime Minister is very close to arriving in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia, and of course, this is all happening after the Crown Prince invited him. Again, there's a lot that's slated to happen, including the 6 agreements that are going to be put on the table. It, of course, includes trade, defense, and space as well. So again, we are looking at all those details at this point of time. Before the Prime Minister left, he did in fact say that he is very eager to meet the Indian diaspora, which in fact is approximately 2.7 million people of the Indian community who are all very eager to meet the Prime Minister. And of course, there are many such arrangements that have been put together in this 2-day landmark visit that has, of course, kick-started. Remember, the Prime Minister is scheduled to, in fact, arrive at approximately 3 o'clock, 3:10 p.m. is the time that we are being given to understand at this point of time. And after that, of course, all engagements are going to kick-start. Riya, back to you.
All right, Asavri, thank you for joining us on the telecast. Viewers, that's the visuals that you can see as my colleague Asavri Jindal talked about it. It's a special gesture where Saudi jets are escorting Prime Minister Modi. He's currently in the Saudi airspace and he's set to arrive in Saudi Arabia shortly. It's a very crucial landmark visit of Prime Minister Modi to Saudi Arabia. Several key agreements and MOUs are on the cards. Obviously, all eyes are on the bilateral meeting between Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this visit plays a very important role in terms of the ties between the two nations as well as a strategic partnership between the two nations. And we have seen that this visit plays a very important role also in terms of the fact that if it is to be noted that this visit to commercial hub of Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, this comes after 4 decades an Indian leader has visited this place. And when we're talking about that, at least 6 memorandum MOUs are set to be signed with talks ongoing to finalize a few more agreements. PM Modi will also be discussing issues related to Hajj, including the quota for Indian pilgrims, and he'll also be meeting with the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, and also the two sides are also expected to sign agreements in the field of space, energy, health science and scientific research and culture and advanced technology. Meanwhile, viewers will continue to track further developments. That's a wrap for the bulletin. We'll slip into a short break.